We're back at EBN Speaks, and before we even get into anything, I'm going to acknowledge it in case you're not going to acknowledge it. I know you hear the mic. I know you see the crispy quality of which my face is protruded on your screen. I know you see it. Let's give a round of applause. That's all I'm saying. Because I saw what some of y'all was saying. We ain't even going to acknowledge y'all. What we gonna acknowledge is how crispy this audio, how crispy this damn video looks. That's all we gonna acknowledge. But moving on, let's get into it. We have Coi Leray, the twin. That's my twin and Go best friend trying to state right now, her and Dej Loaf are not best friends. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Coi Leray speaking on Dej Loaf and the comparisons that she's been getting to Dej Loaf. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't get him at all. Like, this one's just lazy. Like, sometimes I get comparisons, like people compare her to like Playboy Cardi and whatnot because of the high-pitched voice and like the babyish type of thing with the bang bang cool. That one I was understanding, like you could clearly hear the influence that Playboy Cardi had on Coi Leray's new sound, because Coi Leray did not always sound like that. I have been a trendsetter for quite some time. I support Coi Leray's music. I've been supporting for quite some time. I've been a supporter for quite some time. I let people know all the time she came up around the same era as Polo G and Lil TJ. Back like 2018, 2019, they was all coming up the ranks together. Not like twin names, but they was all, you know what I'm saying? They was all, in the same like rookie of the year ladder, we could say. You understand? So Coi Leray been out here, you listen to songs like Huddy, VVS's, and Count It or Add It. That's the name of the song. There's a bunch of songs that she has that does not sound anything like Dej Loaf, okay? But her sound has started to, advance, and whatever it is, she's maybe she felt that wasn't really a unique enough sound. Back then, I was, putting her in the same box as like Young Man Cody Shane. I didn't think that she was a coochie killer. But I did think that she was diving back and forth between speaking about dudes and speaking about women, and there was no other person that was even like doing that, like coming off as like the bisexual person. She was the only person that was really like diving into that bisexual bag. The only other person that was talking about like rapping about girls and whatnot was Young and May. You know what I'm saying? And Cody Shane, but we always seen like Cody Shane's kind of even going back to like when she was supposed to be doing on the yacht club with Lil Yachty and whatnot. Lil Yachty was like, "Yo, bro, I tried to put these people on, and they didn't want me to get put on." You know what I'm saying? So Cody Shane, and she's been putting out XXL freshman pictures since like 2017, you know what I'm saying? So I don't know when her time's gonna be, if it ever's gonna be a time, who knows, you know what I'm saying? But we have Coi Leray, who is trying to exit out of that like bisexual bag, like, yo, I take your girl and I clap your dude, you know what I'm saying? She used to be back on, you know what I'm saying? Like, I listen to the music, you can't lie to me. I heard it, you know what I'm saying? That's what you were saying. I was like, yo, that's real different. I think she came in the game real different because at the end of the day, no one else is doing stuff like that. No one else doing stuff like that. Now, I've never known Dej Loaf to be a cat burglar. You know what I'm saying? I've never known her to want to split them thighs open and there not be an eggplant in between. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've never known her to be that. Cocaine white got me feeling godly. Like, back then, if anything, I've known her to be a drug pusher. Y'all out here talking about pushing P. Dej Loaf been pushing whites and coke for quite some time out the D. You know what I'm saying? She out the D with it. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, you know what I'm saying? Whatever assumptions I may have, Dej Loaf, her being a coochie killer was not what I thought was a part of the individual plan. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, nowadays, I don't associate that to be what Coi Leray puts out there as well, being a coochie killer. You know what I'm saying? A damn Krabby Patty muncher. You know what I'm saying? I've never known her to be that. You know what I'm saying? But or not never, but nowadays and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Now she got a more melodic sound, so on and so forth. Okay. So now she's trying to clear up the fact that people are comparing to Dej Loaf. Once again, I think it's a very lazy comparison. They don't sound alike. Like, Coi Leray, I was gonna read the article put out by Hip Hop DX, you know what I'm saying? Coi Leray does have the kind of tomboyish type of thing, but they also are not built the same. Don't look the same, don't act the same, don't Dej Loaf came from the streets, I believe. And Coi Leray, I think the closest thing to coming from the streets she had was like, the fact that, the association of her father, Benzino, getting murdered by Eminem on beats, you know what I'm saying? And maybe Eminem's from the streets, and maybe, that's where the correlation came in. But Dej Loaf and Coi Leray, they don't make the same music at all. You know what I'm saying? If there's a song with The Game and Dej Loaf, you can't replace Dej Loaf with Coi Leray on that song. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain times that if you want to make comparisons, it's like, all right, you make the comparison because like, yo, you could take this person out and replace it with that same exact person, and you're probably gonna hear the same type of song. You know what I'm saying? Pooh Shiesty's way bigger than Big 30 because Pooh Shiesty came out before Big 30. But say Big 30 and Pooh Shiesty, you can hear they honestly sound, they don't sound the exact same, but you could definitely hear resemblance of each other in their music. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're looking for like an OD hard accent, street dude from Memphis, I could call Big 30 or I could call Pooh Shiesty, but Pooh Shiesty's currently locked up. So honestly, I'm gonna call Big 30. You know what I'm saying? Like, we'll keep it at it. Like, I'm gonna call Big 30, my bro. Like Chef G is incarcerated, but if you want to get like those type of like melodics and those flows, but it might not have like a deep type of voice. But I might call Sleepy Hollow, but also I might call Eli Frost. Eli Frost kind of sound like Chef G. You know what I'm saying? So, but Coi Leray and Dej Loaf, they're not really intertwined like that. So I don't really get it. You know what I'm saying? But once again, the only comparison I really might be open to is if Coi Leray continues to do this baby voice thing, is the whole Playboy Cardi, and even going back to the Double XL freshman freestyle. You know what I'm saying? It's clearly like where like I feel like Playboy Cardi would have delivered a freshman freestyle like that. And I think he kind of did back in 2017. You know what I'm saying? So. And people, like Playboy Cardi more than they like Coi Leray, at least at the time. You know what I'm saying? So I think he did that. Whatever he did, people don't talk about it, but that's also like Playboy Cardi's style. Once again, Coi Leray was not always like this. She was not always like this. So if people try to tell like, yo, you biting the style, even though I'm a trendsetter, I might have to listen to the conversation because in the day, like I said, you wasn't always rapping like this. Go back and I want the BBS's on my neck, BB's on my neck. You know what I'm saying? Like I remember. Even listening to I Like It. Ooh, baby, I like it. I like it. I like it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hear you, brother. But I don't at the same time. You know what I'm saying? So let's read this damn article about people saying about Coi Leray, Dej Loaf. I didn't even know that it was really comparing Coi Leray to Dej Loaf. It does not make any sense, my G. But one thing I do want to address before we even get to this thing, Coi Leray does have a song apparently that's produced by Chief Keef. And we've seen that come out recently, where she was on a video talking about, yo, listen to Finito. Now, Finito's one of the best songs of all time. Don't even get it. Don't even get Mr. Screw. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about of all time and all of music. It's a gorilla in the damn coop finna pull up to the zoo. Who is you? I don't know. Who is you? You think that you is going to be able to listen to Finito and not jump around and want to punch somebody in the face? It's impossible. You know what I'm saying? But Coi Leray is from New Jersey. I think she's from New Jersey. And you going to listen to a song talking about like, that Chief Keef going to blow New Jersey up? What side are you on? You will have to rep your set, Coi. Rep the set. Chief repping his set. He not even allowed back in Chicago, but he on Twitter like, yo, I wish I could go back to the rec. You gotta rep your set. You're not repping it properly. You know what I'm saying? You out here listening to Chief Keef Finito. Listen to a different song. Can I be your friend? Like, listen to that song, something like that. You listen to the song where he blowing up your state. Imagine he did it. Where would you be right now? Because you was at the age where if he blew up Jersey, you wasn't going nowhere. You wasn't going to school. You wasn't going outside. You would have had to change locations because Chief Keef blew up your whole state. I forgot why he even made that song. I think it's because he was beefing with Fetty Wap, whatever was going on. Either way, even though you wasn't in the crossfires, your state would have got blown up too. You would have to move back to Massachusetts or whatever you was from. Because I heard you got Massachusetts, Boston ties. You would have had to went there. Because Chief Keef would have took your ass out. But we are going to get to the damn article written by Hip Hop DS. As 2022 Hip Hop DS rising star Coi Leray gears up to release new music, she's also making a point to distance herself from comparison to other female artists, namely Detroit rapper Dej Loaf. In a quote reply tweet to a Twitter user on Wednesday, Coi Leray dismantled the argument that she cloned Dej Loaf's sonic blueprint simply because the pair of rappers have similar stylistic and gender identification preferences. Is Dej Loaf a bisexual individual? I do not know. So maybe if that's what it is, then hey, I might get a little more. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's the tomboy stud vibe we have in common, but we do not sound alike. I also agree. She wrote in part, from No More Parties to Big Brr and Twin Them, you can tell you cannot tell me we sound alike. However, maybe they're talking about the prior stuff, but a lot of people don't even go back in the archives, so they're probably not talking about the prior stuff. You know what I'm saying? But definitely, I agree though. Like I don't hear Dej Loaf making a Twin Them. I don't hear Dej Loaf making a Big Brr. I don't hear Dej Loaf making No More Parties. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna hold you. I don't even hear Coi Leray making a try me, I wanna kill it whole family. You know what I'm saying? I don't see Coi Leray killing somebody's whole family. I don't see it. I just don't see it. And this is the video I'm talking about. I'm not gonna play it because I'm not trying to get damn copyrighted, but I have Chief Keef. This is Chief Keef Finito. Coi Leray's playing Chief Keef Finito. What side are you? What side are you on? Are you a gorilla in the coop? Or are you a New Jerseyan? Pick a side. Because I'm telling you, if Chief Keef would have blew your whole state up, it would have been racks for you, my boy. I'm not gonna lie to you, G. I'm not gonna lie to you, G. Throughout 2021, Coi Leray battled outspoken listeners and critics who continuously picked on the Republic Records MC for seemingly everything, from her slim body image to her live performances, freestyles, and braided hairstyles. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all was on her meat. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all was riding the Krabby Patty until there was no more meat in the patty left. Like, y'all was riding her meat till there was no more patty left in the bun. I ain't gonna lie. Get off the meat stick. For real. Y'all finding anything now to get back on the meat stick. Y'all was off the meat stick for a while she was touring, doing whatever she was doing. And now y'all trying to get back on the meat stick saying she sound like Dej Loaf. I listened to Dej Loaf. Incorrect. You're wrong. He called me Big Purr. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they call Dej Loaf Big Purr. They call her the loafy, the loaf of bread. The meatloaf. I might call it a meatloaf. Dej Meatloaf. Coi Twin Nims. Coi Krabby Patty Dej Meatloafs. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Taylor Elajas. Make sure you go and subscribe to EBN Music Media. Turn on the post notification bell so you know every time we drop a new video. Definitely go ahead and subscribe to Taylor Elajas Vlogs for more travel vlogs, hotel reviews, and story times. Last but not least, make sure you go ahead and follow Taylor Elajas on Instagram. And I had to give it before we get up out of here. Look at the quality, man. We uploading videos. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Taylor Elajas, and you're watching EBN Speaks.